deliver laughs because you came out this evening to laugh. We all know that laughing makes you feel better, live longer and healthier lives. But sometimes you need a laugh, and you're nowhere near a club. Or you flat out just don't want to pay the drink minimum. And when that happens, I want you to remember that the greatest laugh in the world is yours free. Here, courtesy of New York, the most generous city in the world, the greatest laugh is yours free. When you need to laugh, do what I do. Go down to the subway and watch people miss the train. That is some funny shit, man. Hold the door, hold the door. Right, and there's always somebody that catches the train that makes the guy that missed the train feel bad. He's always behind the door going. There's amazing stuff on the subways. We have talented people in this town, just amazingly talented people. I don't have to pay for entertainment. I go down and watch Cirque du Subway. We don't need contortionists. Just try to watch a 400-pound woman try to squeeze into a half a seat. Hours of entertainment. Do we need high wire acts? No. The greatest balancing act in the world is executed by junkies on the subway. Just shot up 2 minutes ago, not holding on, and you watch them and you swear they're gonna fall, right? They do that junkie lean. We have talented people in this city. The only people in the world that can accurately predict weather. Not the weatherman. You know who I mean? The African umbrella salesman. Explain to me how 1 second after the first drop hits your head, the blackest man on the planet's on the corner going, umbrella, umbrella. Umbrella, $2, $2, umbrella, umbrella, umbrella. And you're like, where the hell were you and how did you know? New Yorkers appreciate good weather because we know that good weather here is fleeting. It's not like in California where the sun beats down upon your head 24/7. That's why they shoot people on the freeway. It's fucking 24 hours of sun. It's like, I want to kill a lot of strangers. Although I will say, we are nicer people in cold weather. If it's cold, we have compassion. You see a homeless person, you know that could be someone you knew. You give them a couple of bucks there, but for the grace of God go I. You see that same homeless person, the hottest day in August, 190 in the shade, and all we're thinking is, die, you smelly bum. Die downwind and get off of my subway car. I'm watching the circus. We're an expensive city. It's expensive to go to the movies. And movies suck, man. They do. Because we go to the movies for what? Something fantastic, something we couldn't think of ourselves. And I went to see a movie called Open Water. Now, well, I don't want to ruin everything for you, but here's the basic scenario. A couple of people go scuba diving. I don't want to stereotype, but they're white. Why? Because blacks and Latinos don't scuba dive. We feel that if something's at the bottom of the ocean, there's a pretty damn good reason for it. Mind you, if somebody white finds something of value, we'll make a bid on it. We'll buy it off them. There's no reason for us to go down there. So now they come up, and the boat that brought them out to the water is gone. Again, I don't want to stereotype, but according to this movie, Jamaicans can't count. Because they tried. The guy was like, 7, 8, 10, they all here, man. You not believe me? Me count again. 10, 11, 12, everybody here! So they come up, and the boat that brought them out is gone. And I'm thinking, that's incredible. They've got to survive in open water. But it gets complicated. The current is drifting them further out to sea. I'm like, wow! They're not even going to be in the same place when the boat comes back. Then the sun starts to set. I'm like, whoa! They've got to make it through an entire night, drifting further out to sea. How are they going to make it? Then a shark shows up. I'm like, whoa! The pressure! And I'm cheering, don't move, because sharks can sense motion, and if you move, he's going to bite, and he bites him. And I'm like, whoa! How's he going to move? The sun's setting, he's drifting further out to sea, he's bleeding, and sharks can smell blood 50 miles away. 50 sharks show up, and they're circling around. I'm like, fuck! How are they going to make it? And the answer is they don't make it. I could have thought of that shit. We're a politically charged town. Everything has to be politically correct. And everybody wants the same opportunity, but life is not fair. And yet every week there's a protest rally to lower the size requirements for firemen in the city. Because little people say, we have a right to become firemen. No, you fucking don't. The last thing you want to see when you're on the 70th story of a burning building is some little half a munchkin come running in.
Follow me, I know the way out. We'll go through the pipes. We represent the Lollipop Guild.
Firemen need to be 6'8", 400 pounds, ready, willing, and able to swing your screaming bitch ass over their shoulders and carry you to safety. It's the way it is, man. Watch the news is always bad, and it's always garbage, right? It's crap. Man, they're always talking about a war on drugs. Let's face it, if there really is such a thing, we are getting our asses kicked. Legalize it and tax it. That's my philosophy. Let us make our own decisions like free Americans. Yeah, exactly. Because whether you believe in it or not, with the money they could raise taxing friendly old reefer, I'm not even talking about hard drugs, it's friendly old reefer. They could pay for medical insurance for everybody in this country, send you or your kids through 4 years of the best colleges in the world. But the best part, imagine how good you're going to feel. Right? When you're sucking on your blunt thinking, this one's for the kids. I try to take my mind off stuff watching sports, but sports to me is filled with conflicts and controversy. Football is one of my favorite sports, but filled with conflicts. Because to me, a football player represents everything that a man is on the inside, in his inner heart of hearts. A man is a football player because they're big, strong, aggressive. They kick ass and make no apologies. And their life isn't complicated. Simple, one objective, cross the goal line. That's it, cross the goal line. No one is going to stop me from crossing the goal line. You cannot stop me from crossing the goal line. Then they cross the goal line, and this shit happens. That's why I stopped watching the Olympics. The Olympics used to be a fun little event. But every year they add another sport that doesn't belong in the Olympics. Synchronized swimming is not an Olympic sport unless they boil the water in the pool and let the rest of us throw harpoons at the swimmers. I do want to leave you with one public service message, and that's respect your women, gentlemen. Respect your women, okay? See, I was taught respect for women at an early age because my mother was Latina. Actually, it was fear, because you didn't fuck with her. She used to keep a can of gasoline and oily rags by her bed. Periodically, she'd wave them at my father. Willie, maricón, Willie, Willie! That man never had a full night's sleep in his life. So I'm proud to say I never put my hands on a woman. I fought a girl once, but it didn't count really because she was like 6'3" in the 3rd grade. Right? Now, I'm from the projects, and it, you know, everybody in New York knows what projects are, but you go out of town and they don't know. I got to try to break it down for them. I tell them, like, well, a project is like a bad neighborhood, only vertical. You have a fight in the projects, there's always somebody on the 17th floor wants to announce the shit like they're Michael Buffer. Right?
Hey, Miss Johnson, Miss Johnson, look, a fight! Look, fight!
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's main event brought to you by Don King Productions and Budweiser, the undisputed king of beers, presents 15 rounds of boxing for the small park in the middle of the Al Smith houses. Introducing the principals. From building number 20, she's 6'3", has a 72-inch reach. She weighs 190 pounds, with an excellent record of 32 wins with 27 KOs. Latisha, La Quanda, La Moomba, La Bing Bang to the Ding Ding, Johnson Muhammad X the Third. And her opponent this evening, from building number 10, he's 4'7". He weighs 19.5 pounds when he's soaking wet in the sweat of his own fear. He has an excellent record of 3 runaways, 2 punk outs, and 1 rescued by his mother at the last possible moment. You guys have been an awful lot of fun. My name is Rod Reyes.